Welcome back to Daily Dose of Devotional. Today, we're going back into the Old Testament in the book of 1 Kings. The story of the Widow of Zarephath, found in the book of 1 Kings chapter 17, verses 8 to 24, is a moving account of faith, provision, and God's miraculous intervention during a time of extreme need. In this narrative, we first meet the prophet Elijah during a severe drought in the land. God instructs Elijah to go to Zarephath, where a widow will provide for him. When Elijah arrives at the city gate of Zarephath, he encounters a widow who is gathering sticks. He asks her for a drink of water and a piece of bread. The widow, however, is in dire circumstances. She explains that she has only a handful of flour and a little oil left, and she intends to make a final meal for herself and her son before they expect to starve. Elijah responds with faith and an extraordinary promise from God. He tells her not to be afraid and to first make a small cake of bread for him and then make something for herself and her son. He assures her that the flour and oil will not run out until the drought ends. The widow chooses to trust Elijah's words, and as she obeys, she experiences a continuous and miraculous provision. The jar of flour and the jug of oil do not run dry, as promised by God through Elijah. This story beautifully illustrates the principle of faith and obedience in the face of extreme need. The widow's willingness to share her last meal with Elijah, even when her own future seemed bleak, results in God's provision that sustained her and her household throughout the entire drought. It also demonstrates the extraordinary power of God to work through individuals like Elijah who have faith and act according to his guidance. In 1 Kings chapter 17 verse 24, the widow declares her recognition of Elijah as a man of God and acknowledges God's presence with him. "Now I know that you are a man of God, and that the word of the Lord from your mouth is true." This affirmation emphasizes the impact of faith and obedience, leading to the recognition of God's work in our lives. The story of the Widow of Zarephath is a testament to God's faithfulness and his ability to provide for those who trust in him, even in the most desperate circumstances. It encourages us to have faith and obedience in times of need and to recognize God's miraculous provision in our lives. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.